Let's make the ultimate breakfast to start your day. This delicious croissant breakfast casserole is rich, cheesy, and packed with flavor. Perfect for brunch or as a delicious weekend treat. You can find the link for the recipe in the info box below or at sweetsalado.com/en. To begin, we're going to cut up some bacon into small pieces, and then we're going to cook it over medium-high heat in a large pan until it's golden brown and crispy. Once it's cooked, we're going to remove it from the pan, drain it on paper towels, and then set it aside. Next, we're going to crack about 8 large eggs into a large mixing bowl, and we're going to season them with onion powder. But if you want to use fresh onion or scallions instead of the onion powder, you can do that as well. We're also going to add Dijon mustard, season with salt and pepper to taste. And now we're going to add lots of whole milk. You can also use half and half or heavy cream, but I love the texture that I get whenever I use whole milk. And we're just going to give everything a good whisk and set it aside. To make this casserole, we're going to use about 8 to 10 regular-sized croissants. You can also use other types of bread like brioche, French, or Italian. And using our hands, we're going to roughly cut them into large pieces, and we're going to place them in a large baking dish. And if you want, you can grease the bottom of the baking dish so that the custard doesn't stick to it. The next step is to add a layer of that delicious crispy bacon. The cheeses that I'm using for this recipe are a combination of white cheddar cheese and Gruyere because of the fantastic strong flavor that they give the casserole. We're going to mix both cheeses, and then we're going to use half of the amount of cheese to layer over the bread and the bacon. The next step is to slowly pour the egg mixture or the custard all over the bread, the cheese, and the bacon. And one step that I'd like to do is to gently push down the bread so that it starts soaking up all of that custard. Finally, we're going to top it off with the remaining amount of cheese. And then we're going to bake it in a preheated oven at 350 degrees for about 30 to 40 minutes or until the edges are crisp and the center of the casserole is fully cooked. If you notice that the bread is starting to get burned before the 30 minutes, you can cover it with some aluminum foil. Once it's cooked, we're going to take it out of the oven and let it rest for a few minutes. And then we can garnish it with some chives or green onion before serving. And that's how easy it is to make a delicious and fluffy croissant casserole.